Hello Internet, I'm on my mission to record every byway in East Sussex. Quite a well-known one locally, this, Robin Post Lane. That's the kind of sign we like to see, unsuitable for motors. Doesn't mean you can't ride it actually, I queried that once. That confused me, I'm like, wait a minute, you know, is that because orders are circular signs, right? Anyway, yeah, if you don't see a horse down here, you're doing very well. You've got Bridleway City around here, and I would argue pretty much every time I've come down, yeah, I've seen a horse. So you don't want to be bombing about. Plus there's some pretty interesting potholes that can grab hold of you and take you unawares. But other than that, it is quite well maintained. You could easily get a car down here. I do see vehicular traffic other than two-wheeled. It's a real shame you can't go and play in the woods. It really is. I've come mountain biking out here and, you know, there's some lovely stuff. I like the way the Spanish and the French have got it, you know, you just ride. There's no real restrictions, or the you know, the 1% that are restricted, so what, you know, you've got everything else. You know, you see a sign that says please don't come down here, well, you know, it doesn't matter because done, you've got a million more trails. It's the 24th of December, Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas everyone. That was another thing I was contemplating when recording these videos, and I always try and include the date because it's good evidence, I suppose. If you know, if the council do decide, oh, we're going to TRO this lane, we're going to close this one, it never gets used, then there's evidence of its use. For what it's worth. Sometimes this can be overflowing, as you saw. There's like a little river there, stream if you will. Again, I wish you could play in some of this. That would be fun. Yeah, I'm just taking it easy today. I'm not in any real rush. Quite surprised we haven't seen a horse yet. Again, bridleway everywhere. Plenty of tyre tracks, as you can see. In the summer there's some quite long open stretches. You get a good view of the road ahead. You can quite easily knock up some miles an hour down here safely. Just here we go. There's your horse. Tinseled up. She's got tinsel everywhere, bless her. In fact, I'll just take my lid off because this one looks a bit skittish. No problem. I like your tinsel. Hello. No problem. You want to be careful, these dogs will get lost in some of these puddles, you know.
I know, there was one back there because we've walked up from Polegate and she went in up to a middle.
And you. Yeah, there's a top tip if you want to be super kind to horses, is remove your helmet. Well, certainly for me, I've got these big spotlights on the front, and I imagine to a horse they look like two eyes. And I've got mirrored goggles, and you know, horses are scared of bikes as it is without a bloody alien sitting on it. So if you take your helmet off, you can sort of rehumanise yourself. The 4x4s seem to go and play here. They shouldn't, unfortunately. They shouldn't, but I wish you could. Here, look, it's quite churned up. Yeah, people going a little bit off-piste. Some friendly walkers, how about that? Very often I'm super friendly, you know, slow down to stalling speed for people, let them put their dogs on a lead, whatever they want to do, you know, roll by at idling speed, you know, give them a cheery wave and a hello, and you get looks for daggers. In fact, there was one guy just up here actually. I went by, hello, my mate went by, hiya, and this guy turned around and told him to F off. So it really does. I mean, if you come down in a car or a transit van, or, you know, and you did the same thing, you'd never get that response. So why, even on a road motorbike, you wouldn't get that response? So why does it warrant that response? Oh yeah, just because you've got a horse number 2. Just because, you know, you were an off-road lid. Anyway.
Merry Christmas.
Love you, Mohican.
Thank you.
You look a bit dirty.
Yeah, not very often you meet an anti-bike horse rider. They do exist, of course they do, but I don't know if, I'm sure not everyone's as polite as I am to them, but I don't know if it's because they're under the same, they have the same problems we do. So I know a lot of the walkers are anti-horse, and I'm sure a lot of the bridleways are, people try and close them down and things, so there's sort of a bit of synergy there. You know, the silly thing is, as a good friend of mine says, you know, there's enough countryside out there to live and let live, surely. You know, trail bike riders aren't in their abundance. Nasty little park. Yeah, it turns tarmac here, and as you can see, it pretty much a road from here on in. So, as I said, you will see horses. 2, yeah, pretty normal amount if I'm honest. Yeah, not red sign though, either end. Oh, now then, I could just wondering which byway to do next. Yeah, that was Robin Post Lane.